Hello gamers, Pet here. My co-caster decided to join, as you can see here. This is a short overview for Kael'thas. He just came out. It's 14 May 2015, and after after the Sylvanas patch, we had to wait for a new patch and a new hero, but they are preparing for the launch date and so on. So we got Kael'thas. He got spoiled, before the launch actually. And it's cool. I bought it with gold. Like any new hero, the price is 15,000 gold, and after 2 weeks it will drop to 10,000 gold. So if you are patient enough, you will be able to buy it cheaper than launch price. So first of all, it's weird. I mean, the way the hero moves. I mean, it has the same animation. I don't think they made any cloth physics for him. You see, he moves, it's always going like the same, right? So anyway, that doesn't matter that much. I always felt that he moves too stiff, but anyway, I decided to just buy it. So anyway, first impressions with Kael'thas. Just keep in mind, this is an overview. I'm just giving you my first impressions, and when I will do a proper guide for him, I will put an annotation somewhere on the screen. I will also do some casting where I cast games from my perspective, telling you the mistakes I make, some decisions I make, and so on. And I feel that this is kind of an interesting way to learn playing a hero. Now, Kael'thas, he's an assassin, a range assassin. He's a mage. He's with fire and shit like that, and he's very easy to kill. I mean, he's the most squishy hero I know. He's squishier than Jaina. I mean, Jaina, at least, if she wants to escape, she can slow them, so she will be able to escape, right? This dude has no escape mechanics at all. Only at level 20 he can get that blink team, Bolt of the Storm, so he can be... But besides that, he has nothing. So you will need to be very, very, very careful with his positioning. So if you are going to play him on quick match, you will need to be very careful, more careful than with Jaina. When it comes to competitive Hero League, if you have a team that will be able to protect you, then it will be a little bit better overall. So these are his spells basically. He has a Flame Strike that will deal a lot of damage after a short delay. So I'm clicking, boom, right? Then he has this Gravity Lapse, which it's basically this. And it will just stun a hero by throwing him into the air. And the second spell is called Living Bomb, and that says, keep in mind that I'm level 20 right now, deal 420 damage over 3 seconds to an enemy, then they explode, dealing 210 damage to all nearby enemies. Casting a second Living Bomb on an enemy causes the previous Living Bomb to explode immediately, which is something that I found a little bit strange, and I will explain in a second. The trait of Kael'thas is Verdant Spears that says activate to make your next basic ability more powerful. So when you activate it, you will see those spear moving out. And let's so for example, if I'm activating the Verdant Spears and I want to cast a Flame Strike, the Flame Strike will have an increased radius by 50% and deal 710 damage. So you see the radius is much bigger. If I want to enhance my Living Bomb, this says makes this ability cost no mana and have no cooldown. Keep that in mind, right? So it will be free. And Gravity Lapse says stun the first 3 enemies hit. So basically the thing with Gravity Lapse is that it will go in an area like that, but it will only stun the first enemy that's going to be hit. But if you enhance the ability with Verdant Spheres, it will stun the first 3 enemies hit. So just for a comparison, Flame Strike normally is like this, but with Verdant Spheres is like this, right? So, let's actually toggle the minions, just so I can show you the Living Bomb. And one thing that I found strange is that Verdant Spear says that, well, It's free basically, and the cooldown is free. But it says that casting a second living bomb on an enemy causes the previous living bomb to explode immediately. I kind of didn't notice that when I was playing the game. So I'm activating Verdant Spears, I'm putting the Flame Strike on him, and then on this dude, you see, it didn't explode. Now it exploded. So I'm not sure what's the deal with that. It's a bug, it's maybe I'm not seeing it right or something. So bam, stunning him, putting him stun, and then boom. So that's kind of the... That's a combo. Let me actually show you a combo. And I will show you that combo. Let's refresh forwards. Let's look at the talents a little bit. The talents are also a little bit weird because you have points on Living Bomb, then you have some things to enhance your Flame Strike, and then also your Gravity Lapse, but it doesn't really go either way. So you're kind of like a hybrid of everything. So one thing that I found interesting was Mana Addict. Increase your maximum mana by 15 whenever you pick up a Regeneration Globe. So you pick up 20, bam, 300 extra mana. So I thought that was interesting because I found that this was not really that useful. However, Flame Strike deals 20% bonus damage to enemies stunned by Gravity Lapse. And I was like, why would I want that? Because I can just enhance my Flame Strike with the Verdant Spheres, and they will deal much more damage. But then I was like, okay, what if we do something like this? I do Verdant Spheres, I use 2 Living Bombs on that dude, and then I do something like this, bam, I catch him, and then boom. Right? Does it make sense? Let's actually toggle minions again, and clear cooldowns, and I'm waiting for Kael'thas to come, and I will try to make it. So, Verdant Spheres, I'm... Living Bomb, he's on the air, and then boom. Something like that. Clear cooldowns and refresh forts. So that was an idea. Then at level 4, it's a little bit interesting. Well, not really that interesting. Flame Strike restores 2 mana per enemy killed. Keep that in mind. You can do something maybe like Living Bomb, then the bomb explodes, and only after that you put the Flame Strike just so you can kill him. But I don't think it's way too situational. You will have to actually think about that and wait for it to do it. And honestly, mana, I haven't had huge mana problems. Then you also had this Gravity Lapse range and speed increased by 30%. This is if you want to go CC, you know, crowd control. That might be interesting. Gathering power, you might say, all right, Kael'thas uses a lot of abilities. This might be awesome for him. Not really, because you will die a lot. He's so squishy that you will really die a lot. It's not like Nova. At least Nova, which it is like a really good talent for Nova. Nova can escape. Nova can get away. Nova has a decoy. Kael'thas doesn't. So I think Envenom is actually like kind of a good choice for him, right? And then at level 7, again, increase, and this is what I've been using so far. I went Fission Bomb, and basically I enhanced my Living Bomb. Increase Living Bomb explosion damage by 75%. So that's kind of huge. It's almost close to the base dealt damage, and that's kind of really useful. But then, of course, you also have I kind of forgot. At first level, you also have this heal for 206 damage. At level 20, it will only heal for 306 damage. So this is useless. Also, Gravity Lapse cooldown reduction by 3 seconds for each enemy hit. It's also kind of useless. I mean, you will really need to hope to catch the 3 heroes to get your cooldown down by what? By 9, right? It's kind of distracting because the cat wants to get outside. So it sucks when you have cats and you work at home. Anyway, level 7. So this is what I found useful. Then you also have this activating Verdant Spears cause your next basing attack to instead shoot a spell damage. And this was a little bit interesting. But I think this might be more useful. Then you also have this Verdant Spears cooldown by 2 seconds per target hit with gravity lapse. Again, you are going to try to somehow, I don't know, I'm not really that fond of it yet. But you also have Clairvoyance, which is activated to reveal an area for 10 seconds. Enemies in the area are revealed for 4 seconds, which is weird for an assassin to have, but it's nice that it's there because it's giving you kind of a more utility choice just in case you suck or something. But anyway, let me actually show you this Sunfire thing, toggle minions. So you see, I have activated the trait, the Verdant Spears, and now when I'm going to do a right click, you see that? That was huge damage. That was kind of a huge damage. And let's actually use it, and I will do it again. It's basically a right click attack that's going to deal more damage. 398 versus 191. That's the thing. Overall, again, let's try to do the combo. Boom, boom, somehow like that, and now with the Venom, and he's getting away. Refresh Forts. So this is an interesting choice, but I do think that this explosion thing will be more useful because it will allow you to clear waves, and you will see it will be useful with other talents in the future. Now, when it comes to heroics, Phoenix, it's basically more of an AoE control. It says, launch a Phoenix to an area, deal 170 damage to enemies along the way. That's not a huge damage. And then the Phoenix persists for 7 seconds, attacking enemies for 170 damage and splashing for 50%. It's not really that huge damage, but it could be useful on maps like Mines, where you are fighting on choke points, because this is all that it does. It just sits there, and you see the damage is not really that high, not even when it comes to the splash damage. And now let's actually refresh forts, and I do want to pick up the other reset level. I now have to level up again. The other...
The sun lights my path.
Yes, this one. The other ultimate, it's, well, not ultimate, but heroic ability, it's actually a little bit weirder in a way that it basically says, after 2 seconds, cast a slow-moving fireball that deals 950 damage to an enemy hero and 475 damage to nearby enemies. And you'll be like, holy shit, that's huge. It is huge. The problem is that... Let's actually toggle minions. If you are going to play quick matches, your team is not going to protect you. In team fights, in heroic, when you have a team, it might be more useful, because right now I'm sitting in the back. This is the cast range, and this, you see, it's casting. It doesn't show the bar. I'm not sure why. And this is how slow it moves. That's how slow it moves. Let me do it again. 2 seconds, and then it goes. By the time you do that, you will be dead. Because especially if you are fighting and your team is somehow withdrawing from all that, you will be dead. A lot of the times I tried to cast that and I just died. Also on maps like the Dragon, it happened that and he went out of that range. You see, the casting range is a little bit more there, and he will stop if he gets out of that. So that's the thing basically with the Pyroblast. It could be useful, but only if you are being helped by others. If not, you will just die immediately. Also, if your team is somehow retreating, you will not be able to cast it, because by the time that your Pyroblast is going to shoot, they will be right in you and they will just kill you. So you will need to be very careful on how you do it. The range is not really that huge, but as I've said, they will be able to move out, and then bam, the Pyroblast will be cancelled. Then it happened for me to be in a game with Stitches, and he just ate the dude that I was casting Pyroblast on, and then again it reset. The dragon kicked the dude that I was Pyroblasting, and he went out of the range. And again, you see, there are a lot of stuff like that. So let's have level up some more. At level 13, you have increase flame strike range by 50%. Maybe, but check this out. Living bomb explosion applies living bomb to enemies. Then every tick of living bomb damages over time. Effect reduces basic ability cooldowns by 1. And then I was like, not really, because what? It's going to reduce the whole thing by 3. However, it says that every tick, what if I empower the ticking and I cast 2 living bombs? How will it be then? Will it count? And I will reduce everything by 6 seconds? Huh, that would be that's interesting a bit. But this chain bomb, it's actually kind of nice. Let's level up. Let's pick that up. And then at level 16 you have this flame strike also applies living bomb to heroes. That can be useful because it will also apply, you know, living bomb to heroes, and that boom, it's going to deal more damage. However, I've tried this thing. Living bomb's explosion slows enemies' movement by 40% for 2.5 seconds. That's a lot, and that can be actually useful. I've been trying to play with this some more. And then you also have this gravity throw that says increase the duration of gravity lab stuns by 33% and causes to instantly destroy minions. Huh, haven't seen this one before. Haven't read it. Like, the destroying minions, it's weird. The thing is that you kind of don't need that, because you can destroy minions with a living bomb and with your flame strike. However, this will really allow you, in a way, it will destroy the minions. Let's say that the hero has a lot of minions around him. You cast this, the minions will die, and you will surely be able to land a stun. And that's interesting. Arcane Barrier, activate to gain a shield equal to 200% of your maximum mana for 3 seconds. I thought, okay, that's really useful because you really die a lot. You will kind of forget to activate it. Second, even if you activate it, it's not really that useful because it's only for 3 seconds. You really need to time. You will really need to time everything, and you will kind of be busy on doing your abilities, and you will not have time to think about Arcane Barrier. And then at level 20, you have this. I'm actually going for the Bolt of the Storm just for the mobility and me to get the fuck out. Arcane Power, activate to instantly restore 400 mana and increase ability power by 50% for 5 seconds. Not sure. But then Pyroblast, you know, more damage to the Pyroblast, and then more Phoenix duration by 10%, and then you may move the Phoenix to a new location after some time. While you may order the Phoenix to move to a different location once. So I don't know. I really, Kael'thas is so squishy that the Bolt of the Storm really seems more useful. Bam, I'm out. Ciao. Bye bye. Right. So let's actually try to do a combo. And casting the Pyroblast. Huge damage with the Pyroblast, as I've said, but anyway, as I've said, this is just an overview. I've tried to keep it short. I kind of went overboard with him. He's really squishy. That's what all I'm thinking. He can really do a lot of damage, but you really need to adapt to his playstyle. And I'm not really used on playing him yet. If I recommend it, I don't really recommend it to new players, because this whole Verdant Spheres is going to confuse you. You will need to play a lot of games just to get used to it, because okay, one thing that I have to add, you can activate Verdant Spears even when you are mounted. So let's you see, so I'm preparing for a fight. I've activated it, and let's also cast the Pyroblast for the fun of it, because it looks cool. Okay, so this is it. I will upgrade this video into a proper guide once I, hit level 10 with Kael'thas, if I'm going to play it some more. I'm intrigued by him. He has kind of a unique playstyle versus the other heroes that are in Heroes of the Storm right now. So I'm not sure what will be my recommendation. Sylvanas, for me, it was awesome because it really appealed to my playstyle. With Kael'thas, you can't really solo. I mean, this is something that I've learned. Don't solo any kind of camps, even at level 20, because you will still lose about almost 50% of your health, and you are so squishy that you can't really afford to be alone or to get any shots even early on. Don't just stay like this and get shot. You will really need to be with someone else on the line, eventually a healer or a tank, and just sit behind, and whenever you have to engage, then you try to maybe do it or something like that. You see how slow it is? Anyway, thank you guys for watching this. If you like this video, liked it. If you dislike it, but please tell me why, because I do want to improve my videos. Subscribe for more Heroes of the Storm content, because I'm intrigued by this game and I want to play it some more. So if I'm playing it, I plan on doing other videos with Heroes of the Storm. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this. See you soon. Goodbye.